Hello, this is the XS Manchester Football Social. Now, we are live on the radio, 106.1 FM, or you listen to XS Manchester on your FM or online or via the app. We often do the YouTube stream, and we are live on YouTube and Facebook, so hello to those joining us. Sorry if there was a slight delay for anyone waiting, but we're back, and we're talking all things United till 7 o'clock, so strap in, because as you can expect with a derby on the weekend, it should be a good one. Stuart's on the line. Stuart, we'll come to you soon. Stay there. I just want to talk about the talking points for tonight's show. We're talking about, can we stop the party on Saturday? Can United do anything to stop City's celebrations early, as they can win the Premier League on Saturday? The ones that got away. We're talking about footballers you wish United has signed, and we're also having your thoughts about Lukaku and the man for the job, and is he being under unfair criticism this season, and he's really pulled it around, joined the 100 club as the goals kept coming in. I'm joined by Gaz and Webby. Gentlemen, good evening.
Hiya, mate.
We will have to talk about the derby coming up, so get your thoughts ready for how you think the game is going to go. And if you've missed it, then we did chat about Jose Mourinho's tactics against Liverpool. He was probably in the right, considering he got 0-0 at Anfield, and City got battered last night 3-0. Stuart, you're on the line. Good evening, Stuart.
Hello, you okay, boys?
Hi, I'm all right. It gets stronger every week, Stuart. I swear. Even from Scotland.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, no, never mind. Stuart, talk to me about the derby. Are you excited for it? Nervous for it?
Well, I think, what have we got to lose in this? We're going to finish in the top four without a doubt, so I'm always of the opinion you go at your opponent and you attack them. I'm a big believer of that. I think Jose, he's not going to win a league title at Manchester United playing the way he is, so he's going to have to change his ways this summer. He's going to have to reassess things. Me personally, on Saturday, I'd go there and I'd bloody go at them. But, if we get beat 5-0, so what? I know people like Webby and Gaz will be thinking, Christ, don't say that, I can't say that. But, listen, I'd rather have a right good go than sit back, put Tim Mimby in the ball and get beat 4 or 5-0. Let's have a go.
Webby, Gaz, thoughts on Stuart's thought there? Do you expecting it to have a go?
It's a nice thought, it won't happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but like you say, you look at the Liverpool game last night and the Liverpool game in the league, Liverpool did not stop their two main players. Every time De Bruyne and Silva had the ball, there was two men around him. Now we've got to do that. We've had a week off. We should be fresh. We should be taking it easy now until Saturday and go at it. Do I think we'll go at him? No. I think Mourinho will be happy with a deflection goal in the 88th minute to get a draw or a win. But Stuart's spot on what he's right. We'll not win a league unless the shackles are taken off Manchester United Football Club. Will it happen under Jose? And on that, it won't, but he's done better than what we've done for the last few years, so I'm not going to knock him.
Stuart, we've not spoken to you for a while. Have you sussed the last couple of weeks, the games that have been playing? You happy with United?
Well, I'm still reeling from the Sevilla game. My word, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was watching at times, I sort of watched it behind my hands kind of thing from behind the sofa. I couldn't bloody watch it. It was
crazy.
Awful. But I think, listen, I watched the game last night, and these pundits, there's a big knee-jerk reactions in the game, and a lot of the pundits are saying they don't think City's as good a team as what they think. Let me tell you, I hate to say it, but we're Manchester United fans. Listen, give credit where credit's due. They're a bloody good team, City.
Yeah.
They're not the top of the league by 16 points for a reason. So you've got to hold your hands up with that. And they've set the benchmark now. For a club all about challenges, we've got to go out in the summer, and we've got to get up to that challenge now. We've got to get on their level. It's a challenge of throwing the gauntlet down, and we go out and we accept the challenge, and we try and take these on and have a good go next year. It's going to be hard because City aren't going to go away. They've got that much money, and they keep buying the best players. But can I just say on the players from past gone by, I know there was two players. I think David Hurst was one we nearly signed from Sheffield Wednesday, but he got away. But through a coincidence, we ended up signing King Garrick. But if we didn't, we were going to sign David Hurst, from Sheffield Wednesday. But it fell through, and we went and got Eric Cantona. So there, for the grace of God, go high. But we probably would never have got him. And I think Sir Alex as well. He's a big lover of Paul Lake at Manchester City at the time, because I used to go and watch the youth teams.
Great player.
City and United. Paul Lake was a tragedy, in the game. He was an absolute wonderful player, and he would have gone to Italian 80 and outshone Gascoigne. And I know Fergie was an admirer of him because he went and got Ryan Giggs from City. Because when Sir Alex took over, United's academy was in decline, and City's was doing well, and he's seen that at City, and he thought, I'm going to implement this here at United, and he got the youth going, because he saw what the players City were producing, the likes of the Breakwell brothers and Whitey, and because I used to go and watch both schoolboys at United and City, and he saw what City were producing, and he implemented it, and he obviously went and got Ryan Giggs from Manchester
Good
City.
signing that, wasn't it? Stuart, thank you for your call. Before you go, can you just say football bloody hell?
Football, bloody hell.
Yeah, Stuart, what a man. We go from Stuart, thank you very much for your call. We go from Stuart to David. David, you're talking about the game on the weekend, the tactics. 1 second, David, I'll need to get you there. You're talking about the tactics, how Mourinho is going to play it. If you think in your mind that you know how Mourinho is going to set up the team, 0345 111 7625. David, are you there, mate? Oh.
You all right, guys?
Yes, I'm very well, David. Talk to us then about Jose Mourinho. How's he going to play it this one on the weekend? A big derby's coming.
First of all, just wanted to say, obviously United through and through, but family's bit of a soft spot for Celtic. But I wanted to just pay my respects to Butch Wilkins. You know, gentleman of the game, wasn't he? And just wanted to put that out there. I didn't know if anyone had you. I was watching you guys on YouTube, and it was just a picture of Pogba for the last 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. But, Webby said his say at the beginning, and there's a little podcast if you missed it. But, yeah, we all send our best here, mate. David, thank you very much for saying that as well.
Yeah. So I called a few weeks ago just saying, we need to back Jose, and he's going to leave us in a better position when he goes than we're in after Moyes, obviously, and Van Gaal. But I think on the weekend, he'll probably just park the bus again. I think he'll probably just park the bus and try and nick something. And at the end of the day, if we draw, it's a good result for us, isn't it? I mean, but
the caller beforehand, David, I just want to say, said that he wants United to go all out attack against City. He wants to throw everything at him. So there's two sort of fans that will be listening to this. There are the fans that would appreciate Jose Mourinho sitting back, parking the bus and making sure City don't win the league against us. Or there'll be a fan that wants Mourinho to go all guns blazing and try and break down City from the off and win that way. I know you have your thoughts about what Mourinho will do. What would you prefer Mourinho did?
I prefer we played 4-4-2, got it out to the wings, crossed some balls in, and beat them 4-3. That's what I prefer. But it's a different. We're in a different period now, aren't we? And if we park the bus and draw 0-0, I'll be happy with that. It'll be better than them beating us and lifting the league. I think we just got to kind of recognise what period we're in. We're in a bit of a transition phase. If we're still playing this football, and if next year I'm calling you guys and saying I hope we draw 0-0 to stop Man City winning the league, then we're in a bit of trouble, aren't we? Yeah. But I think next year a couple more signings, a couple of stronger defenders, because at the moment we can't attack teams and have teams one-on-one with our defence. They're just not good enough apart from Bailly, really. So I think we just got to sit back, because if we attack City, even if they're playing a B team, they could probably score a couple of goals against our defence. And I think it's a hard one, because Liverpool have attacked them twice this season. They've scored goals.
Isn't it horrible, this? Mate, I really appreciate you calling, and you don't get me wrong, I agree with a lot of the points that you're saying, but isn't it horrible that this is what we're discussing? Really? Going to City's ground and playing for a draw to stop them winning the league? Seriously.
It's awful, and it's horrible saying it. But if we can get, we got the Europa League and the League Cup last year, which are trophies that we don't really want to be winning, but we'll take them and we'll move on. And if we finish second and we win the FA Cup, we've progressed, and we'll take them and we'll move on. And I think next season we've got to do better in the Champions League, and we've got to be right up there end of the season. And I'll stand by Mourinho all the way. If he can do that and he can move on next season, and he can provide that, then I'll stick by him all the way. And we've got, the youngsters that we've got is really exciting. So if Mourinho can be here for 4 or 5 years, like I said last time I called, if he can be here 4 or 5 years, he can get us right up there competing with City and whoever else is up there. and then pass on to somebody else that can really bring these youngsters through, then, you know, it could be real exciting times for us. And it's been a hard year. It's been a hard 5 years for us, hasn't it? But there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel, and that's all I can say.
David, go on. Sorry, David. I just want to say thank you for your call, David.
I just wanted to say this Saturday, main thing is City don't win the league against us, and if that's a 0-0 part of the bus.
I mean, you got to say that, David. You got to, you are right there. Hopefully, City don't win the league against United, because I mean, there's no coming back for that. They've won, and they're not just won; they've won in style. They've won it against United at their own. Right, we're going to move on because we've got so many callers to get through. 0345 111 7625. Coming up and have your say and join me, Gaz and Webby. Goulad's on the phone. How are you doing, Goulad? You well?
Yeah, I'm doing good, yeah. Thanks.
Talk to us about your feelings as a United fan. You want to talk about the players that Jose should play in the midfield?
Yeah, I think he should play midfield three. I think Herrera should play. He'll be vital for this game because he will press the City midfield. If Fellaini plays, it'll be too static, and I think City they play one-touch football and they'll get around Fellaini. So I think Herrera has to start. So yeah, I think Herrera has to start, and also I think if you part the bus, like every team, Liverpool have parted the bus against City, and they've all lost. Liverpool are the only team that beats Man City and they have attacked. But why can't we attack? Like we say, Liverpool defense is shit. Like sorry. We say Liverpool defense is rubbish, but we've got a better defense than Liverpool. But they attack. Why can't we attack? They attack. Liverpool's attack. It's not as good as Man United's attack. It's probably the same. It's not better. So why can't we attack? Why do you have to sit back? I don't understand.
I'd say I think it's what you said there about Liverpool's attack not being better than United's attack. I think they're just working better together, though, aren't they, in the team? And what do you put that down to?
If you look at last night's game, sorry to interrupt. If you look at last night's game, City's two main players, we know they are Silva, De Bruyne.
Yeah.
Every time they got the ball last night, two Liverpool players shut them down. Yeah. And after about 65, 70 minutes, those three Liverpool central midfield players were absolutely dead on the feet, and that was a time for them to score the away goal.
Yeah, 100%.
And it never. So unfortunately, Liverpool got the game plan right. I don't think Jose's going to go that way. Even whichever, he will go a three-man midfield. But have we got the energy to do that? Now we should do, because we've had a week off. Mm-hmm. Good point with Herrera playing. Yeah. Play him. Keep playing out, but I think he'll go tall. I think he'll go to midfield three and Matic, McTominay, and the tree.
I thought that was interesting about Herrera. I mean, I was going to bring it back to that point that he made. He's a player that we've not seen in a while. I don't think Jose fancied him for a bit, and then he did suffer from the injury. But we need that energy in midfield, man. Completely agree with that coming up against City this weekend. If we start with Fellaini and then another player who's just as sort of immobile alongside him, like I don't know, I trust Webby in the team above Fellaini, but I don't know, man.
Trust me, Grant.
Right, I just want to say, if any language stuck through, we apologise for it, but don't think I did. I think I got it, which is great. So all the viewers on YouTube heard the naughty words of Goulad, but top man for calling in and having your say. He makes a very valid point. Do you agree with him? Get online, send in your comments, or give us a call, 0345 111 7625. The calls keep coming. Damien's on the line. Damien, how are you doing, mate?
Hiya, all right, how are you?
I'm very well, mate. What do you want to say today in the Full-Time Devils takeover?
Well, you're talking about the derby, aren't you?
Yes, talking big about the derby. Your thoughts going into Saturday? You nervous, or you just want Mourinho to play in a certain type of way?
To be honest, I couldn't really care less about the game. At the end of the day, the league's gone. It's lost, so who cares?
Yeah, mate. So how do you want to play, though? What do you want to see from your team?
What bothers me is that I've been a Man United fan all my life, and the performance at Old Trafford was the worst derby performance that I've ever seen. I know we've had bigger defeats, and I know they only won by 2 deflected goals or whatever they were, but that performance at Old Trafford was the worst I've seen in the history of watching Man United, and I think it's that makes people really dislike Mourinho or not have faith in Mourinho. And then the Sevilla game obviously compounded that. It's literally those 2 games have really, really affected our season. So I don't want us to play like that, obviously.
Yeah.
We've got to go and rectify that. But whether they win it or not, whether they win it beating us or not like that, or it doesn't bother me one bit.
Does it not bother you one bit? Really?
They're not going to play. They're not going to play a full team. That's the first thing. So, irregardless of the result, they'll be like, well, we didn't play a full team anyway. And they've won the league anyway, so who cares? What matters is we erase what happened at Old Trafford. Can you name me one derby defeat that was worse than that one thing?
In terms of performance, it's difficult because obviously the one that brings up the one where they thrashed us at Old Trafford, we actually did play worse in the game this season when we played City than we did in that big defeat.
What about the effort though, G? What about the effort, Gary?
Exactly,
what about the heart?
Yeah.
There was no heart in that game. And that was hard to take, mate.
Yeah, I 100% get it. So is there a certain way you want to play? Is there certain players that need to step up to the mark on Saturday? Who's the key men for you?
Well, everybody's going on about Fellaini, which he's not going to play. I mean, the thing was a severe game. I think he played Fellaini because he thought it was easier and to teach Pogba a lesson, and it backfired. But obviously, if Herrera's saying now that he wants to stay, then he's the man. He takes out De Bruyne. Pogba takes out Silva because he's the only one with the skill to. Sanchez hassles Fernandinho. Lukaku bullies company. And then we'll see what's saying. And then, Martial and Rashford have to be sacrificed to play the 5-3-2. Because I wouldn't play Martial anyway, because Walker's the only player in the Premier League that can stand Martial up.
Damien, you make some big points there, Damien, and you got to agree with what he says. He's not happy with the Derby Day performance of last time, and there's people online on YouTube, and if you're listening and you want to text us, 87711. The calls are coming in thick and fast. Damien, thank you very much for your call. Mohammed, you want to put a positive spin on it? Happy with Jose Mourinho as United manager?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well, mate. Thank you. How are you, Mohammed?
Yeah, hello, thank you. Basically, I want to say, right, ever since Ferguson left United, right, we had two managers, Moyes and Van Gaal, right? And when they were at United, they were doing their very best. You know that, right? But after they left, right, Mourinho came in, and we were in Champions League for a long time. And this is the guy that goes back in the Champions League by winning the Europa League. And that's one thing he did very well. Another thing is, this season was second. We're second, right? Yeah. And I really like that. We're second, because if we was second year, we were fourth. That's a very bad place to be. But second is not that bad, you see. That's why I think I say to you the truth, right? Many people say to me, right, they don't want Mourinho to be United. They want him to be sacked, this, that, yeah. I think, Mourinho's nothing wrong with him. His quality, mate. He's a top manager. Even though, he's not playing the best at the moment. But everyone has their flaws in football. It's football in the day.
But I know what you're saying, and as well what you said about the league table, about improving from fourth to second. I don't have the exact.
Was it 4th and 6?
Well, 6, sorry.
Yeah, it was even worse than that.
So apart from improving that, it's also the amount of points that we've actually improved on. We have improved by quite a few points as well.
Yeah, and that is a very good achievement, that, And, I'd go to war for Jose, I'll be honest with you, because he's just a manager that, he's got his silverware, he's got his attributes, he's got his achievements. He's just a manager that's top class, his quality. I don't know why, people want him to go or leave.
People are only making comments because how well City have done.
That's it.
If City wouldn't have gone on the run, now if someone wins 18 games on the road, then they deserve to win the league in my eyes, and it hurts me saying this. But we're a lot closer than we have been, so it can only be an improvement. City going to win the league whether they win on Saturday or whenever they play next. So it's down to the club, not just Mourinho, the club, to step up to the mark next season.
I do, right. They're talking about next season. Kyle, you want to throw something out there about Paul Pogba?
Yeah, well, there was recent on a few news channels about him going straight for Toni Kroos as a straight swap.
Yeah. What for Pogba to Madrid?
Yeah, apparently.
And as a United fan, hearing that story, your feelings, would you be happy with that?
I wouldn't be happy because it was an Chelsea defender that came out and said recently, Mourinho only treats players like he's treating Pogba to get the very best out of them and to make them play to the highest ability. And I think there's no issue with the relationship. I just think there's a barrier between Pogba's haircuts and what Mourinho wants him to do, and I think it's discipline that he wants in the midfield.
Yeah, Kyle. Right, so Kyle, we're going to put your point to the comment section, to the people listening. If people want to call in, would you be happy if the Pogba Cruz story was true? A swap for Pogba? Is he not doing it at United? Let us know. Kyle, thank you for your call, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers, Kyle. Right, so have your say. Do what Kyle did. We're talking about the Manchester derby. Let's have a chat about Pogba, Lukaku, all coming up. We'll be right there. Just a bit of an ad after this.
The
XS Manchester Football Social with you for another 10 minutes. So we've got 3 people waiting for us. So we will be getting to you on the phones. Make sure you have your comments in. Gaz will be speaking to you at the end of the show. Send your comments to Gaz. Keep them nice and clean for Gaz, and let them know let them know your thoughts. Right, let's speak to Daniel on line 1. Daniel, how you doing? Daniel, okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. How's everyone doing?
I'm very well, Daniel. Very, very happy to hear from you. Tell us, talk to us about what you want to say on this show then, the Full-Time Devils Takeover.
Yeah, to be honest, for the City game, we can actually beat them if we actually use Herrera to stop, let's say, Silva, De Bruyne, and then we use Pogba and Matic to hold the midfield.
Yeah.
It's actually very possible for Sanchez to do quite a lot with Lukaku up front, because the City defense can be penetrated. If we then actually show up our defense in the summer, I think we'll have a good run next season. It's just for us to know what we're doing and have an identity, because right now it's as if we're just stacking up players. We have Rashford there, we have Martial, and we can still have a lineup of Sanchez, Lingard and Mata without them in the pitch, and just like a lot of attackers, but no real cutthroat one. That's why I'm even supportive of the Bale transfer, because Bale will at least be someone that could do something from outside the box and maybe a game changer. The rest of our attackers really look so, I wouldn't say basic, but they all really look less threatening than others.
Really making good points there, Daniel.
I'm just going to jump in there. There's one thing really I'm a bit worried about is Martial leaving. It doesn't seem to be going away, and I don't know. It'd be
hard to see Martial leave, wouldn't it? Because he's such a good player for United.
Money talks,
doesn't it? Daniel, can I get a score prediction for you for the weekend?
Yeah, probably 2-1 or 2-2 for United.
2-1 or 2-2. You heard it here first for Daniel. Deji, you're on the line. You kind of want to say the same thing as Daniel. You're talking about our attack up front with Lukaku and Martial. Is it looking all right for you for the weekend? You a bit more positive?
Yeah, I think if you play Lukaku and Martial up front, should be good. And play similar to the Arsenal match. Could really press them early and get an early goal too, and that will get us the game, in my opinion. Because then we can they're part of the boss after that, and then that'll be a win, in my opinion.
A good win. The Arsenal game, it brings up the Arsenal game. It was a game that you can remember of this season, a memorable game.
I remember the goalkeeper being man of the match.
Yeah, can you remember that? David De Gea. And also, what wonderful saves for them on Swansea. We've not really spoke about that. Deji will hopefully agree. David De Gea, an absolute world-class save.
Going on about Martial, I'd be more devastated if he recovered.
And there's been rumours as well this week about David De Gea suggesting that we have offered a 5-year contract. I'd offer him a 5-year contract, the captaincy, 40,000 season tickets, anything we can do.
Because he needs season tickets. I know Martial would be interesting if he left. He should be a player we keep and not let away, like what we were talking about before, the ones that go away. Players that you would have liked to see come to Old Trafford, Webby. This was the story. You told me this story, didn't you, guys, about Robben having a dinner with Ferguson?
Yeah, Arjen Robben said in an interview recently that he was ready to sign for United there and then if he got asked the question during a meal with Fergie.
But Chelsea doubled his money and that swayed his mind.
Yeah, it always sways him, doesn't it, baby? It always seems to sway him.
But the biggest one in my era was not getting Paul Gascoigne, You can see Ferguson, you can read it in his book, how he said to him, listen, Mr. Ferguson, you can go away on holiday, I'll be signing for you. And then Spurs come back with the deal of a sunbed for his sister. What swayed the deal? The rest is this, you know. Can you imagine Gascoigne at United? It would have been.
There's some big ones as well. There's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho is the one from when I was growing up. Ronaldinho is the big one that we always said every time he did something good for Barca at school, everyone was like, "Oh, he should be doing that for United, shouldn't he?" And then of course Alan Shearer.
Yeah, Shearer. Do you miss Shearer? No, do you think he'd be a good player?
Don't miss Shearer.
If we would have had Shearer in his heyday, we won European Cup 5 times plus now. Tell you, Shearer was that good.
Yeah, but Shearer was dearer. Shearer was dearer as the song goes, and we got Ollie instead.
We got Solskjaer instead, but let's have under that. Alan Shearer in his heyday with the team of United would have been colossal.
Top players. There's a few in recent years as well. When Woodward first started the job, I mean, I heard rumours. I'm not saying ITK rumours here. You just hear whispers, don't you, going about. I heard that Moyes was pretty much promised Bale and Fabregas.
Yeah, that was the story that he says.
Was the story, wasn't it?
The ones that got away in the comments section, please. The players you would love to see at United. Gaz will be reading them out at the back end of the show. We're going to have our final caller of the night. It's called Ben. Evening, Ben. You okay, mate?
Hello, Ben. You all right, mate?
Very well, mate. Ben, this weekend is looming. Your thoughts?
Well, you remember me. I'm the Mourinho hater, innit? Remember me?
Yeah, I remember you, Ben. We love everyone, though, Ben.
I know. What I'm saying is this: like, they're going to play a weak team, and if we go to the Etihad with the whole world watching, and we just park the bus and we make it boring. When you look last night, what Liverpool, the best way to go for City is just go for them. They're so feared, and like last night, Liverpool, I just think they thought, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go at them. But they're so scared. The Marine, like I said to you last time, if we're going to lose, let's lose, but let's go out there and leave everything on the line.
Guys, the story comes up now and again. No, I mean, the talking point comes up now and again that Mourinho should just really go for it. One for you, Ben. If you were setting up the team then to really go for it, how do you set up your United team?
You know me, I love the 4-4-2 or Old Trafford. That's not going to happen now, is it? You know, the Manchester United way, 4-4-2, attack. But I'd like to see, obviously, Lukaku, Sanchez, Martial, if they can get them to gel together on each wing, do you know what I mean? But I'd like to see Martial on the left where he's best, and Sanchez on the right where he's best. But it just seems like, and all this talk that you're saying, just sorry to change the subject, but I don't want to see Bale anywhere near my club if it means Martial going.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Why would you want to get an injury prone? I know he's British and all this, but why would we want to get an injury prone? He's a brilliant player, but he's injury prone, and the Premier League is so much more physical than the EFL, whatever it's called. And we're going to get rid of Martial for him, and I can just see it happening. It's going to be another De Bruyne or another Salah, because Martial will be world class, and I think he's going to Juventus. I heard a lot of talk.
It's hard. Are we going to let him go?
Do you know what's annoying here, Ben? Because I know that you've rang up before and you've had a go at Jose and stuff, and you know maybe we've defended him. And I've got to say though, if say we do finish the season without a trophy and just in the top 4, that's all we get, and then you see players like Anthony Martial leaving the club. What sort of statement does that put out for United going into the next season?
I'll tell you one thing now, lads. You know, the most loyal player in the history of football has got to be David De Gea, because if he signs a 5-year contract at our club, because he can walk into any team, and that is just loyalty beyond anything that you don't think exists these days. He hasn't happened yet, so I don't want to get too happy.
Yeah, don't get too happy yet, but what a man he'd be. So then, Ben, your actual predictions then. I know that you're thinking he's going to park the bus, but if you could put a little score on it, what do you think the game's going to be on the weekend?
It's all going to depend on City's lineup, because obviously Tuesday Liverpool, if they got their full squad out, I think they'd give us a good hammering, and that's horrible to say, but I just think, like Klopp's got Pep's number, I think Pep's got Mourinho's number, and I'm just dreading it, to be fair. If he puts the full team out, then I can't see us doing nothing, because you can't sit back for that long, do you know what I mean? I know it's 2 deflected goals last time, but if you take the goals out of the equation, we were rubbish all the way through. Like your man just said then, when we lost 6-1 to them a few years ago, 6-2 or whatever, we played a lot better in that game than we did this game.
We did. It says a lot, done.
Park the bus and get sneak a 1-0 win.
Says a lot, done it, Ben. Ben, thank you very much for your call. Last caller of the night. A minute left. Can we get any talking points on the comment section, Gaz?
Yeah, I'm just looking what people are saying, really. There's a comment here from Aziz Baller who says, if Marshall goes, we riot outside the Lowry Hotel. That's in caps, so you know he means business. Enrique Esparza says, Bale is trash. There's There's a lot of criticism for Bale, actually, that I've seen in the comments. Daniel Halsey says, preach, Bale is far too injury prone, far too old for his price tag. And there's one here from Keenan Bakir, who said, would you get rid of Martial for Dybala? It's an interesting debate.
One.
Maybe we'll do it next week.
Right, when we're here back next Thursday, it could be just me crying and whatever.
Yeah.
But join us, Full-Time Devils takeover. Predictions then, with 20 seconds to go. Webby, 0-0.
Oh, no, you can't.
0-0. Gaz, what's your prediction?
I was going to say 0-0. 1-1.
1-1. Join the Full-Time Devils if you're out and about in the Cafe Football near the National Football Museum. We're doing a live debate tomorrow with ex-United legend Alex Stepney. Get down to that.
Also, if you go into the game, come and say hello to us after.
He's on fan cams as well. Even if you lose, subscribe to Full-Time Devils. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back next Thursday.
The Excess Manchester Football Social.